Like, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. Like, if you don't feel like you want to go to that event, it's like you probably don't want to go. You know, you could just be in your own space and feel just fine. Like, probably feel better than drained, exhausted, or not in line. You know, your intuition was speaking to you and telling you, like, maybe this is like not what you need right now. Maybe I want you to go home and read a book, you know? Go home and be with yourself. Go home, take a shower, clip your toenails, you know? I don't know. Make yourself a meal. Like, you're not missing out on anything. And it's like with social media, we always feel like we're missing out or we're not doing enough. I find myself being kind of stuck in that little thought loop, you know? It's like a rat race. It's like that fight or flight part of the nervous system. So your nervous system is designed for peace. It's designed to feel content with where you're at. It's designed to feel into the environment around us, and then we get stuck in our head, stuck in our phone. So I don't know what's going on with you today, you know? What's happening in your world? Everybody's experiencing their own little worlds. What's going on with you? This too shall pass, you know? There's a lot of like, I've been hearing around me in my environment, I've been hearing a lot of separations happening in relationships a lot around me lately. And we're also in like an eclipse period of the astrological events. And eclipse periods usually bring, you know, big changes. It's just like the world moves in cycles. Like we experience summer and then we experience winter, and like we experience contractions and expansions all the time. It's just part of the worldly cycles. So like it could feel a little hectic, you know, but this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same. Like nothing stays the same. That's why I love studying the biology, because it's like it's apparent on a daily basis that nothing stays the same. It gives me hope to study the cell, and to know that things are constantly changing. They are constantly dying and destroying as much as it is resurrecting and building. That's what I love about the body, is like the capacity to rebuild, the resiliency. You know, that's what made me like weight training a lot, was because it's like you're maximizing, or even just exercise and resistance training, you're maximizing your resiliency, you know? Resiliency is like, you know, the baby is so flexible. You know, the baby, the younger you are, you move, you have fluidity, you can stretch out and come back together, stretch out and come back together. A lot of the hormone issues that we experience lately, it makes me sad. A lot of women my age have very severe hormone issues, and we experience this static, inflexible, rigid, dehydrated state. And it's like we're meant to be flexible, especially when we're young. But the body, no matter how much, no matter how far we're stretched thin, the body is capable of this healing capacity. It's capable of miracles. And like, oh my goodness, I just felt like this emotion come up from my heart. It made my throat tight. And it's like, because it's so beautiful. I think I've been in such periods of time where, like this past winter, I was so dehydrated, I was so rigid and stiff, and I was experiencing a lot of stress and feeling like something in my life didn't work out the way that it was supposed to work out. But it always works out the way it's supposed to work out. And sometimes we go through this rigidity, you know, we go through this restriction so that we know how to practice releasing. You know, that's what I love about weight training. I love teaching people how to get into this tough, tense place where all they want to do is run away. All they want to do is say, I quit, I'm done, this hurts, it's painful. Breathe, relax your muscles. And something I've been doing lately is I've been doing splits. like one leg in front of the other, exactly how it looks, splits. And it's so painful. And I'm a professional runner, I like to avoid things, of course. It's like human nature. Let's avoid this. Oh, I gotta go do my laundry. Let me go do a workout instead, because I still feel productive and I'm still putting energy out, but it's like not exactly what I need to be doing. A professional procrastinator. But sitting in the split and just like feeling that pain, that rigidity, that stiffness in my hips, like it's teaching me a lot about my body. It's releasing a lot that I didn't even know was stored. Like I'll come out of this split and like I will experience the deepest back crack. So internal. It's like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. It feels so good. And a lot of our tension is stored in the hips. So in the hips and the hamstrings and the legs, because we've been sitting a lot, and when you get tight and tense, we clench those areas, those regions. So just get up on in there and practice that tension. Practice that tension so you can practice what it feels like to have that release. It's beautiful. The body is so gorgeous, so beautiful. And as we're younger, we have more flexibility. As we get older, we become more rigid and stiff. You can go to an open casket funeral, rigor mortis, the body is stuck in the rigid state because it takes energy to be in relaxation. And then maybe it's all effortless. Who even knows anymore? Who even knows? So, yeah, I'm just sharing these thoughts. Maybe you got some similar thoughts. I don't know. I don't really know. But I do know that you're beautiful. And I'm going to keep telling you that, because if nobody else told you today, I will be that person. You are so gorgeous. You are so beautiful, intelligent, beyond words, beyond comprehension. You don't need to do anything. They say when a baby is born, it doesn't have to do anything. It's like we naturally have this inclination to care and love the innocence within the baby, within the child, and that's you. You're so beautiful and innocent and worthy of forgiveness, worthy of love. That's why I like going in the sunlight. You go in the sunlight, it's like the sunlight is not racist. It doesn't care about your religion. It doesn't care how old you are or young you are. It just wants to wrap you in its warmth and make some magical biochemistry happen in the sun. It just wants that for you. It loves you. Your immune system loves you so much. Your body loves you, And that's one thing with the hormones and us younger generation being like very hormonally disturbed. It's like we have this vision like that our body is like against us, it's working against us. But like even our monthly cycle is meant to clean and clear our system. We literally get so much stronger after our menstrual cycle. It's incredible. It is so beautiful. And it's like we have this negative like, oh my God, my cycle is coming. Like, oh, like it's like we dread our beautiful bodies. It's like your body doesn't want you to do that. Your immune system wants you to see how precious this process is. See how beautiful you are. And to also like listen to your symptoms before your period. You experience a lot of cramping, a lot of headaches. What is my body asking from me? Years ago I went through this experimental time with myself where I was fasting a lot. And I started to have like severe cramps and headaches. And I was like, this is not it. I had my Aura ring and it was experiencing a lot of stress when I would exercise. In the midst of this stress too, it was like I was working against the grain. I was working against my hormones. I said, maybe my body is asking me to eat a lot more. nourish my hormones before my metabolism. I was watching on my Oura ring. Before my metabolism kicks up, my body temperature kicks up, right before I'm about to start my period, my cycle. So before that happens, I want to make sure I'm well nourished. I'm going to give my body so many of the essential amino and fatty acids, all these dense trace minerals. Let me give you what you need so that you can take care of me. And then I started feeling so much better. It actually felt like I was making more progress with my body, in the gym and just in general in life. I was feeling more satiated, more balanced mentally going through my period. Afterwards, I was recovering a lot better. We know that like our HRV skyrockets. It kind of goes down before we start our period. HRV, heart rate variability, is a sign of nervous system balance and nervous system youth. So before we start our cycle, our HRV tends to go down. This means like our resilience and our ability to recover kind of dips a little bit because the body's doing so many beautiful things. It's preparing for pregnancy. Even if you don't care about pregnancy, it's preparing for bringing life, bringing life in and shedding, really like shedding what we don't need to prepare for fertility. It's just a beautiful process. And, so afterwards, HRV skyrockets, resiliency skyrockets, our estrogen is higher, and then we're preparing for that cycle the next month, right? Like, I want to line myself up because this cycle is never going to end, right? Every single day, we experience darkness and then light, May the cycle continue. May the cycle be forever in your favor. May this cycle be in your favor because it is in your favor. So if you have a negative relationship with your cycle, it's like your body is here for you, right? Like you're a biochemist. So only you, the only person in the world who can actually help yourself. There is nobody else. Like, I try to help people. I try to give them guidance if they need. But I can't do this journey for you. And I am the only one who can, walk my own steps and go through. I've been through several changes with how I've eaten, how I've worked out, like, in this part of my life, even today. I'm focusing on my splits. Did I ever do my splits years ago? Did I practice this years ago? Maybe once or twice. I stick with it, not really, but right now, that's what I'm doing. And it's just a beautiful time. You got a beautiful body. Again, like I said, if nobody has told you today, you're so beautiful. And you know exactly what you're doing, You don't have to second guess yourself. Just, how can I enjoy this? How can I enjoy this process? Whatever I'm doing. If I'm doing the laundry, I'm going for a walk, I'm eating my meal, how can I enjoy this, Anyway, I wish you the best of luck. You can like, share, and subscribe if you found this helpful, but I shall catch you next time.